Hey guys, what's up? It's Taylor here. As you can see, I got the car back. Brought it home today from the shop, and I know some of you guys have been following me on Instagram, or might know what I did to the car already, because Speed Ink, the shop that did the work, they shared a couple pictures and a little bit of what I had done here. But basically, the car, I took it in the day after Christmas on a Monday because I didn't have work, so drove it up there, took it in, had it dropped off, and settled and set away. But they were closed that following week, so they didn't touch the car. And last week, they got to the car, and I was supposed to pick it up on last Friday, but there was a delay, so I ended up not being able to get it until, well, they finished it yesterday on Monday, the 9th. And so today on the 10th, I picked the car up, and I will say that the car on the way home driving was about the same as it always has been as far as how it felt. So that might give you a clue as to what I had done to the car, because the car still drives basically the same on regular highway cruising. But also, because it was rainy here today, cold, and we had like sideways blowing wind at like 60 miles an hour, I really wasn't able to get on it at all, so I couldn't feel what the car felt like. And that's kind of disappointing, because right now it's dark outside, so I'm not going to film tonight, but hopefully if it's nicer out tomorrow or the next day, I'll get going on that. But basically, what I had done is supercharger. This is a Whipple 2.9 liter, and it's just got the stock or factory that comes with it when you get the base kit, 4-inch pulley, as you can see. And it's a Roots type, or a twin screw supercharger. So a lot of you guys know what these are, and you're probably wondering, why didn't I go with something like an LSA? Well, part of the reason is because I actually was going to. So I said in the earlier video with my wife's car about a month ago now that I got a good deal on some parts. Well, what I was getting a deal on was an LSA supercharger from somebody I know. Well, some circumstances changed for him, and he actually was going to use this for his car, but decided against it. So he ended up swapping with me, decided that, he didn't want me to go with nothing, and he kind of helped me out on this and gave me a little bit of a deal. And I spent a little more money than I would have if I would have just, stuck with the original plan of the LSA through him. But again, he wasn't selling it after he realized he wasn't going to use this, so that deal was kind of gone anyway. And I had Speed Ink do the work. A shop here, a lot of you guys probably know who they are. They're in Schaumburg. Great shop, great group of people there. Tony, the guy that I worked with for a lot of it, getting the pricing and everything like that, and he kept me up to date with what they were doing every day and how it was looking. So, excuse me. Really happy, really satisfied. And now the part that you guys probably want to know is how much power to put down. Well, when I took the car to them in the spring with just the Stainless Works long tube headers and full exhaust, which I have cats, I have high flow cats, and a Rotofab intake, the car put down a hair under 400 horsepower to the rear wheels, so 399. Which back then, when I did that, I had a lot of people tell me that, dude, your car should have put down more, it's stick shift, and I think they left something on the table. But honestly, I didn't feel that way. I thought the car's faster, it feels better, response time is quicker with the throttle, so I was happy. I wasn't going to complain about 399 horsepower to the rear wheels. So now, what it has is 574 horsepower to the rear wheels and 510 foot-pounds of torque, which the dyno chart of the torque is like flat. Well, I guess from your angle, it's flat. It kicks up to right under 500 and then gets up to 500 and stays there from about 3,750 to close to about 5,000 RPM. So I'm interested to know how this thing's going to feel when I get out on the street on a dry day, and hopefully I can get that done sometime soon, but I don't really know, because the weather for the next few days is looking like rain followed up with some snow possibly and some cold, and I don't know when I'm going to be able to get to it. But like I said, at the beginning of the winter, I didn't plan on doing anything. The car was just going to sit here parked. In fact, my wife got me a car cover for Christmas, and right after that was when we took the car in to go get all this work done. So, it'll sit here parked for a while unless I can manage to get a nice day to drive it. But as far as how it sounds a lot better. The supercharger whine is noticeable. Not really so much at idle. It definitely sounds different, but it's not really that loud. I don't think you'd know what it was if the car was just idling at a gas station or something. But at the higher RPMs, which again, it was cold and wet and rainy today, so full throttle was really just spinning the tires, so it was an instant. But basically, full throttle, it is louder. If I had to say what it kind of sounds like is, if you've ever watched a video with like a Dodge Hellcat, the way they sound stock, just that kind of deeper supercharger whine, not really a high-pitched whine, that's kind of how this sounded. So we'll see. I'll maybe, if it's nice enough out tomorrow, I'll take it to work and hook this up and get some audio. Hopefully, at least you guys can hear what it sounds like. But I'm pretty stoked about this. I'm definitely happy. I'm definitely excited. And I hope you guys are too. So hopefully this will make it a lot more interesting this year, taking this thing out. Car shows, try to do some quarter-mile racing, which I still haven't done with the car. Maybe even get back, do the half mile, see what it does, because I'm not sure if anybody out there with the half mile racing group, which there's not a lot of us that have done it with this car, have a Whipple. I think there's a guy out there that did it with either the Heartbeat or the LSA, but I'm not sure. And I want to say he was like 140 something, and I was 137. So we'll see. Definitely looking forward to this coming year. Just got to get nicer weather out there. And as always, if you're stopping in for the first time, please subscribe. Feel free to comment, share, and like these posts, and have a wonderful day.